Welcome, everybody, to our coverage of this NBFL playoff game. We are now in the divisional round of the playoffs. The number one seed in the NFC conference, the Green Banana Grabbers, waited the carnage of the wild card round. There were several upsets in the NFC, and now they get their opponent, the Carolina Pythoness. We've got Happy Grue on one side with the Simeon. We've got Underdog Waagh, as he's apparently now known, as the blue Dark Elf team on the right. So we've got Apes, we've got Dark Elves, we've got a coach with 6 Super Bowls versus a coach who he's a master and expert at Blood Bowl 2020. So we'll see if his knowledge of the future rule set can help him overcome essentially the champion of the Blood Bowl 2016 rule set. So Nelfin, you got any insight on this Carolina team? I know you've played them twice. I think you played Grue once as well. What do you look for in this match?
Well, I'm just going to start by saying Carolina was the only wild card to make it into the divisional round, so I'm all for him. Also, Atlanta will beat Green Banana, but we lost to Carolina, so I have to say that Carolina has the advantage going into this game.
I guess that makes sense. Also, I am definitely eating, so please don't mind me. I'm starving.
Now, if we actually look at the teams, I mean, one of the big problems I think is here is that Carolina's missing 3 of their best players.
And they only have 13.
Yeah, I mean, that normally might sound scary, but Green Banana only has 1 Mighty Blow and no dirty players. So I don't actually expect attrition to be a major thing up for Dark Elves. So I think he might be okay there. Oh, I suppose they have 2 of the Joseph has Mighty Blow naturally.
Right, but it's not just the Mighty Blow. It's the amount of blocks that Grue's going to get because he's just a master at positioning and leaving you very little advantages to use. And so if you're sloppy with your positioning or not careful with thinking about grab versus your sidestep or something, all of a sudden your players are just getting bonked left and right, and eventually you'll probably get a couple of them knocked out.
Oh, absolutely. But as Dark Elves, you can play with only 9 or 10 players on the field and you can do very well. So I'm more concerned with the missing players being very key players to his game.
Okay. Let's see what Wog's doing for inducements. He's got 520 to use, so he's got a lot of options. I'm guaranteeing a wizard. I feel pretty confident in that part, at least.
Yeah, he better take a wizard. Especially with Vin Riddick. I mean, a wizard just means, oh, look, balls on the ground, I get it.
Pretty much. Or you could zap Devontae Adams. No, not zap. I guess we'll fireball Devontae Adams. And then if he lives, we'll just go foul him or something.
I don't actually think they will. Grue is really good about keeping Devontae in a place where you can't hit him, and he can do things. He's one of the best coaches I've ever seen for let's have a blitzer who's safe and can just take down key targets all the time. So I'm not sure that there's actually going to be a fireball hitting Devontae. I think it's going to be a wizard where he sneaks it in, like he tempts it, and it's going to hit a whole bunch of random players.
Or you could attrition fireball Devontae Adams and try to win the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's simply not reliable. Oh, we got a star player.
Who might it be? Let's take a look at the inducements overall. We've got Wizard, shocking, 2 kegs, and a star player, Roxana. That is interesting.
Yeah, I didn't expect that, but that gives him another Agi 5 to be going after that ball.
Another Frenzy, Juggernaut, Leap, Dodge. I'm pretty sure I hired Roxana for one of the very few Fumble Majors I entered. I think it was the Fumble Cup, and this is, God, it might have been almost a decade ago at this point. You know, I'm taking in some random Dark Elf team that's 1500, and I think we're in CRP at the time, so I go against this like just mega stacked Chaos Claw Palm team. There's a Claw Mighty Blow Blitzer with like 1,000 SVPs. I want to say the team name was like Chuck versus Blood Bowl, and I think it went on to win. And I scrapped the entire time, but Roxana got killed very early by the Claw Mighty Blow legend, so she didn't live very long. That's also the game I figured out that Tentacles works against Sleep, and I did not know that, and I found out the hard way.
I'd actually be tempted to have Musin on the field right now instead of CMC. Anything to keep the tackle locked down on players that aren't your good ones.
Oh, you said you want to keep your dodge lino instead of the rookie lino?
Yeah, because on defense, I'm not as worried about that MA penalty.
Right. You're going to get punched and knocked down repeated anyways. All right. Grue has the fame advantage. Waagh has the kickoff, but he chose to send it to the Apes first. Quick snap is our result. Broadnax and the boys on the line. There is a rookie gorilla at the bottom, if I'm just guessing.
Yep.
Yep, that's the rookie. Clever decoy, as it were.
Best name.
He is so good at names. He's also good at Blood Bowl. And he clearly has an eye for talent when you draft someone like Chris McPain.
I mean, I guess.
Then again, he also drafted Joseph Broadnax, so.
Carolina has one niggle on the field? Yeah.
I always wonder if, in the hands of someone else, the style would be very different, but Apes seem like a team who could really lean into the grab someone behind the line of scrimmage and gang foul them strategy. And Grue, not one to really foul, doesn't really employ that. But I wonder if that's not an interesting strategy someone could use, because you've got the cheap lino, you've got grab to pull someone behind lines, you get that early man advantage, you bonk somebody else on the head, you're +1, +2 early, and you just steamroll from there.
The only problem with that is that he tends to play very high TV, and that makes it very hard to risk fouling, because your opponents are always getting things. And if he was ever down TV, I think that would make a lot more sense. So if he did have a bad season where he lost a couple of his gorillas, then I think we might see that. But until then, I don't think it's worth it. You want the drives. Oh, look at how far back he's keeping them. Holy crap, he's afraid of leaping crazy Hagian billion elves.
I'm not sure he's scared of it or worried about it. He's just deftly preparing for it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's just the smart thing to do.
We're getting some sort of frenzy. Oh, okay, now this is still a fine play. I mean, he's going for a guy named Clever Decoy, but
but he got the KO.
He got the KO. I just saw the two players there, and I assumed he's doing some weird like frenzy blitz. I'm like, oh no, he's gonna get out positioned or go into a one die or something. But nope, Underdog Waagh knows what he's doing apparently.
Oh, I don't not like leaving a niggle out front like that.
The which elf, I'm assuming, or
yeah, Levy Carlson.
Yeah.
Admittedly, slightly far away from the Mighty Blow players, maybe not too bad, but I don't know. If I was Grue, I would really consider taking Devin Still and trying to hit Levy this turn.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty decent shot at removal. You have no one else you need to prioritize blitzing. So.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't like that terribly. And unlike a lot of other teams, the gorillas can afford to get bunched up on the sidelines, because then they'll just start surfing things.
True. It's like, you thought I was trapped, but no, it is you who are trapped.
Gark, you were right. It would require a lot of positioning to move Devin. That's what I'm saying. I would consider it. I'm not sure I would go for it, but going straight up the middle against these Dark Elves, it's not a great idea either. You can't reliably force through them, so I'd be tempted to try and swing around. I'm sorry, I gotta do it. This is something Gark will hate, but right now Adladdle is currently either the top or very close to the highest Kaz taken this season, and we still have a plus 14 Kaz delta.
Wow. You guys and your numbers.
There you go, he did it.
He did it. But will it get him anything?
Oh,
not this time. Close, though. The message has been sent, though. Levi, yep. Better watch your ass. We're coming for you.
Well, I'm not sure I like that follow-up by Grue either, because, I mean, if I'm...
It's Grue. I'm pretty sure he'll know what he's doing.
That's fair, but if I'm on Carolina, Devin is one of my first targets for attrition plays.
Maybe 7, 8, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a good counterpoint. No, Jack in the Box. It looks like, so good.
Oh, where the heck are all the Carolina guards? Are they all missing?
Dead or missing, yeah.
God. Okay, that does change things. I didn't realize he was that low on guard.
Yeah, he hit a brutal game against OTS in Dallas in more ways than one. Watching that game was baffling on so many levels.
That whole night, all 3 games that night was ridiculous. So
I wish we could have caught more viewers, but yeah.
They're really, I mean, the first half I didn't play super well, and the second half I said, who the hell cares?
Yeah, but at least we could have gotten more than 19 minutes of it, but still.
Fair. And, of course, Laddle's playing tomorrow morning. I don't think anyone's going to be able to cover that game.
No way, you're playing at like 10 Central or something?
Yeah, 10 Central.
Ugh. I mean, that's usually when I get up, so I might be able to swing it. I was going to do, like, adulting stuff and go to the grocery store, but I don't know. Commenting on the game that no one's going to be watching sounds fun, too.
Take it. I mean, it is against Stymie, so I'm undoubtedly just going to get my ass handed to me and sit there and sort of go, but I removed 13 of your elves. How did you win?
It's 10 Central in the morning, Gar.
Yeah, 11 East.
What time, oh, Gark will be there. Okay, he'll listen in. Wait, where are you?
Doesn't that put you in the middle of the Atlantic? Where the heck are you?
Yeah. Argentina. I think we got our time zones wrong.
Yeah, Gark, are you sure that's not the opposite? Wouldn't that make it like 9 where you are?
What is the Blood Bowl time tomorrow then?
5 p.m. 17.
Wait, server. 17, okay. There's no way Argentina's ahead of us.
Well, not hours ahead of us anyway.
Yeah. Whatever. I'll look at a map another time.
All right. To be fair, I'm going to trust Gark. And if he says he's ahead of us by a couple of hours, then he's ahead of us by a couple of hours. Because realistically, we are looking...
Oh, daylight savings time. That does make a difference, too. Okay.
So we're crazy North Americans with our crazy silly maps and our crazy DST. That's... Yeah, okay.
Everything makes more sense now. Except this one-die blitz on...
Hell is that?
I mean, I understand. That's a guard AV7. You're blitzing with Mighty Blow. And you don't commit anyone else being stuck next to Broadnax or Chris McPain. So it's good positioning by Grue, because that would have forced a guard player that he actually probably doesn't even have nearby. He doesn't have a single guard player except for the guy that just blitzed? Oh my god.
That's what I mean. He's really short a guard.
Okay. So good play by Grue to force that.
That really
okay play by Waagh to not risk anyone else getting tied up, I guess.
I think I might have... Oh, no, he couldn't have. He had nothing good. That's terrible. But that really changes the dynamic. I'm going to go back to the 3 missing players are really key for this game, because that means Grue has a massive bullying advantage for the rest of this game.
Also, if you watch the replay, Ethan Rolls, who's one of the missing players, a silent MVP of that game, he held firm for turn after turn after turn in the face of those doors.
I'm sorry, but anytime somebody talks about stand firm being effective, all I can think of is Detroit standing firm for 3 turns in a row with 1 dwarf against a Croxgore and 2 Saurus.
That would be frustrating, I imagine.
It was the most awful thing ever. 1 dwarf.
I'm telling you, man, stand firm's the greatest. I'm glad you're starting to come around on that.
I've always thought it was good. I just don't know how to play against it.
Generally, you don't hit that player unless you don't have to.
Yeah, and I still forget that. So I'll be like, oh yeah, stand firm dwarf. Let's put a Saurus next to it. Oh look, he's out of the game. Fuck.
Pretty much. It's like starting a game against Nurgle, and you're like, oh, I'll just use 4 players and try to knock over the rot spawn. Well, he's still there. Well,
Yeah.
Now they're stuck.
And the other thing here going against Grue is all of his gorillas are very strongly tied up right now.
They kind of are. But, like we talked about last time we were covering Green Banana, that sneaky extra arms makes everybody a scoring threat. Even Mr. Broadnack's down there.
That is true.
This could be the old, like, deep in the playbook, reverse field to the big guy handoff play.
That was a real foul.
Wow, that was a foul by Grue. Not a good one, but at least he's trying.
Now, I'm also going to bring it up. There was very few comments, but yesterday, Ottawa versus Missouri State, with no SPP scored by either team.
That is pretty shocking.
It was the most ridiculous fail full game ever. And the really bad thing is, no SPP, but I had, I don't know, 5 or 6 orcs out, and it was just KO, 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 KO.
Wow. And you still couldn't score.
I couldn't score. He was doing elf maneuvers everywhere. He was doing long bomb passes and other passes, and every single pass was 1 to catch. 1 to catch. Oh, it was ridiculous, Gark. Like, it was just nothing happened that whole game. There was 1 casualty from a crowd surf, which the Apo saved.
Imagine how many SVPs the crowd would have over the years in Fumble.
Oh my god, the crowd. That's where wizards come from.
Basically.
Right? Because they've, earned a bajillion SPP, and so they can throw fireballs.
Yeah, take him down.
Yep.
That's a blodger, right?
Yes, it is. Blodger sidestepper.
My hands are full with a plate and a drink, and I'm like, I bet he just rolled a POW against a blodger, didn't he?
Bludging sidestepper, and the thing is, I think he should have hit Devin first, because if he hadn't got the POW, Devin now couldn't have been hit. But now Devin can be hit by Mighty Blow, and I think that's important this turn.
It's also important that he gets KO'd right there.
Yep.
So who would have thought after 3 turns for the monkeys and 2.5 turns for the elves that the apes will be down 2 players somehow?
Well, not just 2 players, but 2 gorillas, which is huge considering that's where we thought his advantage was.
3 blocks, 2 removals. That would mathematically lead to me assuming that every single block for Carolina will not move somebody the rest of the game. But that remains to be seen.
Whoa, what? No, you can't. Oh, I was going for just a block instead of the blitz. I don't know, I would have considered a Mighty Blow blitz there instead of just hitting him, because I really want Devin out.
I already got 2 gorillas out. What more can you ask for? Apparently a stun on a 3rd gorilla.
Now you blitz Poobar, I guess?
Yeah, it looks like a good target.
Although you could go for Bobo, too.
I'm just saying, annexation of Puerto Rico, reverse field to Broadnax, it could work. All these Dark Elves are tied up top.
Yeah. I totally agree. I think I might have gone for Bobo that turn instead of for Poobar.
Bobo does have guard, but...
Well, it's also just for the positioning, so that I have 2 players down in the middle instead of putting more up at the top.
Nah, put all your eggs in one basket. It'll be fine.
Of course it will.
All right,
Honestly,
let me go.
Bobo's a scoring threat.
True. Let me go put this plate up. I'll be right back.
Ooh, we lost Waagh. There's been a couple of connections issues. We've already had Grue out once. Now we've got Waagh out. And there's Waagh's come back. I think he almost has to. I don't know if I like that. Risking a go for it? I don't think I would have done that this early. Not when he'd already used up his reroll this turn.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, Waagh disconnected. He's back now. He took a go for it that I don't think was warranted.
Yeah, Ricky could definitely get served. Wait, no, he would just you push him up, then follow. Or you could take him down with old diving tackle.
I think that was a good play by Waagh again. That's putting a gorilla on the ground. And anything that puts him on the ground is helpful.
Last round, he was dodging away from diving tackle constantly, it seemed like.
Yep. Low aim on. Can't actually score this turn. I don't know. This is actually not too bad for Carolina. They have got a nice setup to maneuver wherever they need to.
Yeah, they don't have the guard like they normally would, but they've gotten fortunate on their hits so far. They've positioned to where the gorillas can't really, the apes can't really go forward. So we'll see. We'll see what Grue can come up with.
That stun on Devon is pretty big, because I think the target this round will probably be Daylight Come, and you gotta delve home.
I mean, we gotta foul Levi again, right? We can't just let that be a one-time thing for Grue.
The numbers aren't good. I don't think I'd be fouling if I was Grue.
Never tell me the odds.
I will tell everyone the odds.
It's true. That's kind of your thing, isn't it?
All the odds in the world. Oh, and the blitz on Joseph this turn's not a terrible idea.
Standing hot pants up. Well, I guess, yeah, you're going to tie up.
Yeah, he's got sidestep.
Yeah. I'm not worried about the surf per se. I'm just worried about him being in contact, but he would commit a lot of elves up there to knock down another blodging sidestep gorilla, so.
Well, and that diving tackle at least makes it more difficult for the runner to take off if they don't want to.
True. And it's interesting that Devon and like Hot Pants, for example, if they were flipped and Hot Pants is on the ground and Devon standing up in that spot, that old stand firm wouldn't potentially save him because there's that juggernaut star player right there. But that's not the case, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, this makes sense. Just doing the switch to the other side. The only problem with it,
perhaps the spacing.
Yeah, is Benny is in contact right now, and I think that's somewhat dangerous.
Also, yeah, Benny in contact's never ideal. I think you mentioned something in the chat about that after your game against Carolina. You're like, never leave cage corner in contact.
That wasn't against Carolina. That was somebody else. But yes, I do that way too much.
Yeah,
actually, it was Carolina. You're right. It was Carolina.
I thought
so. I lost. Yeah,
it's a lesson that you learn over time for sure.
You'd think that 1,300 games in, and I'm still learning in about every 5 games.
This seems like a fireball bait, right? Like it's a decent shot, and if say Vin Riddick gets over there and throws it downfield, Carolina should feel pretty good. But you're asking for 3 players to get hit. You need the ball to go down. A lot of other variables. So looks like he's going to save it for now.
Yeah, that's not. It's close. If Joseph didn't have stand firm, or if he didn't have block, because there's a couple other things, then yeah, I'd probably risk the fireball that round. But the problem is that I really want to hit Devont Adams with it, and
you could have. You could have hit Devontae, Poobar, and the ball.
But it's only 3, none of which are really in the way of getting to the ball. Normally you want to hit 3 that are defending the ball. So I would have had to go for Benny LeMay, and then it's just a... Yeah, the whole purpose of that was for Devontae to pick up the ball after.
Also, Vin Riddick's one weakness could be exploited here. He doesn't really want to go toe-to-toe with Broadnax, but he doesn't have dodge, so it's not a free getaway. And free, I use the word a bit loosely, but... Also, I'm not sure I love this play here. I would have much preferred just
he suckered the Lions up to the north.
Yeah. I mean, Waagh can afford an extra player too since he's up 2 players, but could be up 3 players here. Nope.
I mean, Chase can just score this turn.
True.
He shouldn't, but he could.
I don't know. If you do score, you get your gorillas back faster. And Dark Elves, while they are elves, are the worst of the elven teams on offense. And you stop having to worry about the wizard for your offensive drive for a while, at least.
Yep, that's true.
Now, this play up here, I think if I was Waagh, I would have left Ricky Prohl in contact, not taken Shaq Thompson, put him up there, and then just dodged away with Agility 5. Because now you're committing 3 guys to be stuck up there, basically.
No, I totally agree with that.
And there's Vin Riddick's weakness. I mean, he's only, 35 SVP away? That's not too far.
Gotta go south. Except then you're leaving Levi open again. Why is Levi keeping the front of you?
I don't know, man. Dark Elves are weird because you have so many players that you want to protect. You don't want to leave the runner in front. You don't want to leave Vin Riddick in front. You don't want to leave your one guard Mighty Blow Lino who is on the flank in the front.
Like Gark says, you got Julius Peppers in the back, and you got Steve Smith Sr. in the back. Those are the 2 that should be out front. I don't know.
Do you know the people they're named after? How dare you, sir? Wow. A big shot there from Broadnax. We're getting the... Are we getting the score here?
I think he tries to hold off one more turn. Oh, but maybe with the fireball he doesn't.
Yeah, that'd be tricky. You don't want to sideline cage against Dark Elves usually.
But this also would be a GFI to score. I don't know if I want to do that.
2+, 2+? Eh.
I would probably be an idiot and try to take it at one more turn. And I would probably then have Carolina score on me.
I mean, it's a tough call. It looks like he's probably... I mean, he could just be shielding here. It looks like he might go for it. Uh-oh. Now we don't score, correct? Because if you...
I don't think so.
Yeah, if you don't get this... I mean, that could be it. Yeah, this deserves an ooh. Decisions.
Run away?
Yeah, I mean, you could run backwards. Dark Elves aren't going to be fast enough to get to you in most cases. All those arms and still can't catch it. Damn. Good one, Waagh.
Risking a block before moving the ball. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the ball's relatively secure. You don't have a great fireball. There'd be a 3-player with Jones, Chase, and Bobo.
You just have Vin Riddick just dodge in and hit him.
Yeah, I guess he could. He's kind of adept at that, isn't he?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying run away. If you don't score, A Fireball plus Riddick? Yeah.
No wonder Waagh won so many games this season. Yeah, run backwards, fight another day, I guess.
And Roxana is fast enough to go and pick it up wherever Riddick puts it down.
True. Yeah, you don't want to cage too close to the sideline because a fireball could lead it to crowd scatter. Do we switch Mr. Garber's down 2 squares below Aaron Jones, perhaps? One away from the sideline?
One down and left from Aaron Jones.
So on column 9?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Leaves him technically in scoring range.
Yeah, 7 seems dangerous. And speaking of dangerous...
Oh my god! Oh, I didn't even know he had a niggle.
Chase Garbers trips and KOs himself, leaving the ball free in the end zone. Albeit Devontae Adams in the middle of the field still, but that's the decision that we didn't want to make, and Grue decided to push it. And it could cost him. Or Vin Riddick can go over there and snake the pickup. Yeah, just like Amon said, Waagh will drop the scatter right to Grue like normal. The luck of the apes, I guess.
Yeah, somehow the ape, without moving, is going to be in the end zone to catch the scatter.
That sounds about right. Potential huge turn of events here in this playoff game.
Yep. So I think the Mighty Blow Dark Elf has to just stand. Because you don't want to risk Joseph being free to hit things.
True, he does have break tackle, but you take Julius Peppers, put him down on column 3, kind of opposite of Pooh Bar. Stand up RJ. You don't have any sure hands or anything, but...
And then I think Riddick just goes and picks it up and takes those other 4 elves to screen him, with the idea that Roxana does a breakaway on the next turn or two.
Okay. Do we want to let Roxana do that, though, or would we rather have somebody else be our
No,
target?
Riddick keeps the ball, but Roxana goes down to the end for scoring purposes.
Tripwire. Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, and KO'd the gorilla that was trying for it, yeah. Yeah, I think you just move 3 in. You use lots of people to cover.
I gotta say, Mr. Garbers was a late bloomer at college. He was not overly productive throughout his time there. He was just a normie at first. He was sidestep, and then it was diving tackle, and then very late in his career, he was like, "Oh, by the way, guys, I'm more agile now." And I was like, "Great, you got 2 games left." So that's how his college career went. He's been serviceable in the pros, but couldn't make the big play there.
Gotta stand up, Prince.
Yeah, because otherwise we could literally just have Bobo block CMC, and then Broadnax go and break tackle right into our cage and smack Vin Riddick around.
I think I'd put Sam Mills on Devontae, though. Oh, why Benny? Anyway, that's fine.
Tackle. He's blitzing? No, I guess that could work. But yeah, we need to stand up RJ. Don't do it.
Why'd you go that way?
He doesn't respect the break tackle.
Maybe he doesn't see the break tackle.
I mean, if you're marking Broadnax, you're putting 6 B G S F. Right?
6B.
Yeah, 6 strength, block,
S.
guard, stand firm, or whatever your tagging system is. But if you're not tagging one of those skills, it's break tackle. And for better or for worse,
Yep.
that could come into play here. So the safe play is taking Devontae and blitzing Roxana, which doesn't change our situation at all. Mark some guys with their name. No.
I would probably put Devontae just in front of Roxana.
Yeah. Or just go straight back to the middle of the field. Basically just right in the middle of your logo. And then we take our swing with Bobo and Broadnax. Not that we have a good recovery option, but putting it on the ground forces Waagh to do something other than run downfield with half his team.
It's not actually that bad of a recovery because Kubar can then just dodge in between Julius and Levi after you've hit Riddick out of the way.
True. Yeah, that's a pretty clear path. 3+ dodge, 2+ pickup, easy touchdown.
Even a 3+ pickup, I think that still leaves you in range. You might have to do a dodge then, a second one. But
Yeah, depends where it goes. Yeah, because there's no other play here that I'm like, yes, this'll solve our predicament. I mean, if we want, we can take Devin Still and do a 2-die up top on Thompson. We've got Hot Pants who can go tie up Sam Mills or Steve Smith or the runner and Sam Mills, but while giving his game plan away, perhaps, or
yeah,
or maybe he's using his own decoy strategy. Okay, well, I was not a proponent of doing that block first.
well,
Clearly.
Okay. But yeah, I definitely would have done it first. Now, it turns out it was helpful because that means you can get the double skulls on Joseph when it's break tackling, but...
Yeah, you've already got the snakes out the way, so... Well, if he's not using his blitz on Devontae, then I think we know where it's going. Broad, next. Broad, wow.
Oh my god.
Monkey's hitting hard. I love it. Broad, next. Broad, no! Oh!
And Riddick looks at Broadnax and says,
Nay.
Not today.
Oh, brutal. Brutal. I mean, Wag's not wrong. Joseph Broadnax, the legendary rat ogre at TCU, was a non-factor in the second championship game he played in. I think he played all of like 8 turns. Unfortunately, I spent so much time knocking him out that his claw, Mighty Blow Storm Vermin, got 7 casualties by himself. So,
oh god,
that game didn't go as I wanted it to.
No.
I may be overestimating, but I'm probably not, honestly. To be fair, Freshman did make a very nice chain to put Broadnax in a position to break tackle blitz my Saurus ball carrier, and I had to use an apothecary on it. But otherwise, Broadnax did nothing that game. It was all the other rats I had to worry about.
Ain't that the truth?
We should worry about moving Vin Riddick first, I imagine.
Unless you're going down south.
True. Making our way down south. Running fast. I forget how the rest goes.
But it is not like he's going down south now. None of the gorillas have break tackle.
One did, but that's the one that got permed,
Yeah.
and decoys his replacement, if I recall.
No. Chris McPain has break tackle too, but he's still KO.
Oh, yeah. But I think he had another one too, but either way.
Gotta follow that. Oh no.
Why do you want to follow it?
To make Broadnax not be so close to the ball.
That's a fair point.
Same thing. I think you should follow that too.
Yeah. I think we just leap here with Roxana. Or we stay put. That's interesting.
I think he forgot she had leap.
Maybe.
Because I think in BB 2020, I think diving tackle works on leap.
I'm sorry, what?
I think. I could be wrong.
Diving tackle works on leap? What?
I think so.
Are you talking about like the jump action or like actual leap?
Yeah, same thing. I think, but I could be wrong.
Wow. We'll have to ask Waagh since he's a 2020 expert. Dash, you may have just missed it. We almost had that last turn.
Yeah, I think he's going to do it again this turn as well.
Yeah, I mean, you almost have to. Just go up and mark peppers, we don't even need a one die. Let's just take Pooh Bar and tag Steve Smith, get him out the path, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, get right in there. Bam. That's not bad.
Jump up, you still need to block it.
Oh, yeah. Good old jump up. Big fan of it, really, on the Frog Blitzers, Dark Elf Witches, and...
I find jump up is definitely an underrated skill. I really like it in general.
But there's so many others you have to take instead.
Pretty much. But when you've got it, it's impressive how effective it is.
Yeah. Get all your movement back, get a free block potentially. That's about it.
Well, I got a discussion with the best big in the league. Amon thinking that Strength 7 Croxagore is better than Broadnax.
I mean, we did just witness Oh, he just blocked his own path, maybe? Unless he's trying to...
He was already going around Julie's Peppers before anyway.
Okay. Tailgater's nice, but he's missing, like, guard, right? Off the top of my head?
I can't remember which skill it is that he's missing, but he is missing one.
Oh.
What?
Wow. I mean, if we're playing it safe, we've still got Roxana on the ground, about to be marked by diving tackle from the front. Or, okay, this is more aggressive.
I don't know what's happening. What is Grue doing?
He's expecting Devonta Adams to bail him out like he's done so many times before, I guess. Also, the big difference between Broadnax and Tailgater is that when Tailgater goes dumb, you got no tackle zone. When Broadnax goes dumb, he's still right there.
Yep. I like Wild Animal way more than I like Bonehead.
Yeah, I mean, Croxagore is obviously superior in general. Though,
what?
But...
just happened?
Did Waagh not use diving tackle?
He didn't use diving tackle.
Why?
I have no idea.
Huh. I mean, even if Waagh doesn't turn this turnover into a touchdown, this has still been a successful defense for the Elves. And you may not even have to use your wizard.
Yeah.
Now, was there an opportunity here to score? Absolutely. But we'll have to see.
Still score. I mean, Roxana still had G5 with dodge, just goes right past Aaron Jones.
No, that doesn't happen. She'll snake and hurt herself or something. She'll basically collect her paycheck and get out of dodge.
And the thing is, you throw something like Levi onto Devontae. I don't know. I think this is still scoreable.
Not gonna happen. Calling it now.
Heck, Riddick is in scoring range.
Not with dice like that.
Sidestep, blodge. Yeah, that right there, I think might have just wrecked the whole turn.
Other than the fact that you're trying to take down a blodger without tackle.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just wrecked your whole turn.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like this cage idea as much now that I look at it a couple turns later. I think a loose screen or even that turn when the ball was on the ground, I would have probably taken Levi, picked up the ball, and then handed off to Riddick if that was within range or something. I didn't like Riddick being this far back with the ball still. Like I want to be downfield and away from these gorillas and broadnecks and everybody by this point, but has not worked out like that, I suppose.
Oh, can't believe he got the 2+.
Yeah, he keeps rolling 2s on these 2+. So Vin Riddick, he likes to live dangerously, I guess. And
now he's got to keep going.
I was gonna say now he's not in scoring range unless we're hoping Roxana gets down there.
My face is doing all kinds of very strange things.
I guess we just dodge through since there's a tackle.
Yeah, but it means we no longer have anybody to cover Devontae, which means Roxana goes back down.
We could just roll 6s and get one of these elves through and cover Devontae. That's my plan. Just roll some. Okay, well. Or we could have fireballed Devontae right there.
So I think the real thing here is Devontae doesn't have Mighty Blow. So Roxana could still jump up and get into scoring range.
Unless we... Oh, she can GA5. Duh. Well, never mind. I was thinking of pushing her back 2 columns, but that may not make a difference.
At least makes GFIs happen.
True. And I'm assuming she'd be taken down, so you'd have the armor roll, and then she'd still have to dodge or leap away. Hold up. Could chain to go for the score. Wait. What is he seeing that we're not then? I didn't even consider the fact that Apes could score here.
Joseph pushes Steve Smith, chains Hot Pants. Hot Pants pushes RJ Pattis. Now you've got people there. You do a blitz onto Riddick. It's 1 die, but you can do it. And then you hope somebody can pick it up. I don't like it.
And we're not taking Roxana down. I think we have to reroll this?
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah, I mean, you have tackle, but I think we put her, yeah, right there in stun.
Stun.
That's it. All right.
So,
geez, that crowd is very anti-Carolina in that section.
Go for the blitz with the GFI on Devontae.
Wait, you're taking Vin Riddick and blitzing?
No, I'm gonna use Pattis Monkey and get the Mighty Blow.
Oh, well, use somebody. Yeah. You can't surf Devin. He has sidestep.
Yeah,
I mean,
got Juggernaut, but no grab.
I mean, if you somehow fandangled half your team over there to fill up those spots, sure, go for it. But
oh yeah.
Oh, he's talking about
Devin.
Devin. Okay, I thought he was talking about Devontae still. That was my bad. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely surf Devin still if this player doesn't go down there. Okay. Yeah, AB7 Gorilla.
Yep.
Potentially get that one out too.
Yeah, never mind. I totally agree. You surf Devin still as this turn.
Grue may regret it, but we don't, because this has been exciting.
It has been. Yeah, go throw Riddick and Julius Peppers on Devin, and then blitz with Levi. Try and surf.
Yeah. Nope. You didn't see it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a Dark Elf coach and the first thing you think of every turn isn't who can I surf with the witch to start this turn,
God,
like,
look at the KOs.
oh no, that's not good. Well, the only question left, I suppose, is how is Grue going to Fandangle a win out of this one? I mean, we've seen this countless times before, where someone has Grue right where they want him, and he somehow just slips out of the out of their fingers, right? So as Waagh, we're looking to two-turn touchdown here to send a message, right? Okay, apparently no one's here to entertain my line of thought, but it's fine. Okay, well, I appreciate it, Wolves, but no one was here to call my folly. $11 elves, 1, 2, 3, 11 apes, wizard for Waagh still, 4 rerolls each, which does matter with potential overtime. Got to keep those rerolls if we do go there. Triple guard on the line of scrimmage. Looks like we're going to light load line of scrimmage, maybe blitz Benny. Although I probably wouldn't even need to blitz him, just move Scam down and block there for your Mighty Blow block. We'll see what Waagh decides to do. Certainly a very good opportunity for him to win this game. And it'd be a pretty surprising upset for a lot of people, but they don't call him Underdog Waagh for a reason. Or they do call him whatever. Green Banana getting an extra reroll, which could matter. Short kick forces Waagh to go up and get it. Here's our Mighty Blow block on this orangutan. Or, not yet. Probably smart to go shield the ball off first, but the block's coming, don't worry. There it is. Probably still earlier than you should, but... The thing about this screen that I don't love is that if you do happen to fail this pickup and it scatters forward, or even if it scatters down and Grue blitzes somebody into it and pushes the ball back towards him where he can get it, all of a sudden you lose your position of strength. So if possible, I like putting my screen 2 columns ahead of the ball, so If you pick it up and it scatters forward, there's less chance of somehow the ball ending up all the way somewhere where your opponent can get it. Easier said than done often, of course. And definitely, if possible, I like having a double screen. So I take Julius out front. Prefer someone other than Roxana, but get another line out in front to make it harder for the opponent to get to. But Van Riddick, the hero of Carolina, picks up the ball successfully. Did we lose you now, Fiend, or he's taking a snack break?
That was exactly what I was doing. I was taking a snack break.
It's only fair. I guess I was eating earlier, so. What'd you decide to munch on?
Cheese.
I'm going to need you to elaborate on that.
I may be a wannabe cheese connoisseur, so I always have cheese in the house of various kinds.
You're just like eating cheese by itself?
A little bit of cheese, get something to drink with it, get something to cleanse the palate. Okay. Sometimes it's crackers, sometimes it's grapes, like it depends on the day.
Okay. But we're talking like little slices or something, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But they're like cold, right?
Yep.
So it's disgusting. Understood.
It's amazing and wonderful in every way. I don't know why we're talking about that right now.
I absolutely hate cheese. Like, I only tolerate it on pizza because it's obviously warm. But cold cheese is absolutely disgusting.
I don't know. I put Roxana up one square from where she is and not worry about it. There you go. See? Thank you for listening, Waagh.
It's amazing how well he can play when he just listens to us. And the cheese thing, while seemingly off topic, we are covering the Green Banana Grabbers, and they are, of course, a pun on the Green Bay Packers, who are the Cheeseheads, and that whole ridiculous thing from that crappy-ass state of Wisconsin. Apparently Fitz is a fan of string cheese, Wolves of sausage balls. I have a bag of M&Ms and goldfish next to me, in addition to the Jack in the Box that I just finished eating, because I hadn't really gotten a meal yet today.
I suppose we're just taking another punch at Levi this turn.
Yeah, certainly not the first time we've tried. It is the tricky thing about Witch Elves, where you see them get overextended a little bit pretty frequently. It's just those frenzy players, it's hard to manage them sometimes. So naturally, I'm going to go play the new corn roster here in the future. And you know what? Everybody get out of position.
But I don't like the blitz on Levi. That's basically leaving the South completely uncontested, with lots of Dark Elves down there to just stall out the whole half.
Depends how many boys you leave down there, I guess, but yeah. I mean, we want to score on turn 8 for Waagh, so if we can force him to score on 4, 5, or even 6 as Grue, that's probably our best shot here.
Ooh, didn't go for the blitz.
Could be blitzing someone else. It's going for a surf. And he gets it. Interesting. Well, I suppose that's one way to force Waagh's hand a little bit, is to get him lower on numbers. Cuts off the south, seemingly, so you start going north into all the Apes, but at the same time, Devontae Adams is a little bit isolated down here. If we can ignore him, we don't have to worry about him for 2 to 3 turns.
No, I don't think you're going through the north part in 2 turns. I think Devontae's just fine. I think Grue listened to exactly what I said and said, nope, you ain't going south. I'm just going to cut that completely out.
Basically. Boy, don't you wish you just had like one player with grab right now? I'd throw a negative 2-die block into Devontae to get him off the field if I had grab. Every team needs to have like one grab, one frenzy, one one juggernaut, even a frenzy juggernaut. It's like my favorite player in existence. I mean, you have to have that tool to. You know.
Well, I'm really sad because I'm 3 SPP away from getting the juggernaut on my team.
Which team? At Ladle?
On at Ladle.
Okay.
And I've already got the frenzy and I've already got the grab.
Nice.
So
just.
I was.
Good.
No, I'm good.
I'm good. Okay, yeah, just if you happen to lose this round or something, just look for one in the draft.
God, I would not draft something over one of my current stars.
That's true.
Unless I get destroyed by one of the next couple of teams.
It is Stem, and he is a very bashy high elf team.
I don't
understand it either.
I'm not going to argue, but if he manages to significantly outbash Ladle this season, I am going to be very sad.
It's not that he's going to outbash you. He'll just like perm one of them, guaranteed. It's just how
That's fair.
It's how he operates. And I'm not sure I love this play from Waagh. We'd have to swing around with. I mean, everyone's marked by like diving tackle. You don't have dodge on RJ.
I don't like this because this is a free 2-die blitz for Joseph against Riddick.
Oh, Broadnax. Okay. I've never called him Joseph before ever.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know why I called him Joseph either. Like, I have no idea.
Are you on a first name basis with him or something?
Apparently.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Broadnax, if he wants, he could probably 2-die like most ball carriers whenever he wants if he's within range. His strength 6 break tackles, pretty nuts. I don't think Grue would need to go for that swing like he did earlier, which didn't work because he rolled a 1, of course. And then he didn't take it the next turn and cage cornered it instead, and it ended up working out. But I mean, if he wants to, though, it's there. Devontae's back towards the middle. I think this turn you just kind of get out in front of them again, and then Devontae's in the middle in case Waagh decides to hard push north, or if he tries to go back south. I mean, Devontae's sitting there like, hey, remember me? I'm still here, bitch.
Yep.
Or we block Levi and kill him, and then we block this Lino, and then we take Broadnax and shove it right between all these Dark Elves and punch Vin Riddick into the sideline. Ball scatters somewhere, the monkeys get it, and the game's over. It is really difficult to see Devontae's icon right now in the middle of that green Baynana logo. Like crouching monkey hidden assassins something. Wow. Going for the 3-die on the witch gets the POW instead of using you don't have tackle there, but you do it on Benny. Interesting though. Are we looking for some sort of sexy chain? What's our play here?
Pushes him on so we can just punch RJ Pattis and then blitz Daylight come, and now you've got all the front Dark Elves down.
Yeah. Oh my god, he has a bonobo named Flinger. This dude is just a master of the English language.
I know.
You've got Punished, you've got Flinger, you got Poobar, you've got Clever Decoy. Most of everyone else seems to be a extra harms. Oh my god. Extra harms. What? That's so good.
I just feel like you've suddenly been like, nope, I don't care about anything else. All I care about is the names now. Grue, you're going to win because you have extra harms.
That's amazing. I mean, the dude already has 5 to 6 Super Bowl trophies in the league, so he doesn't need to win with Simeon. He was very, 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 very close last season. And It wasn't looking good a couple turns ago, but the Apes they're scrapping.
Yeah, move Aaron Jones up next to RJ. Maybe even blitz with Aaron Jones. Doesn't have block, probably not.
Wait, are Wolves and Fitz starting their game?
Looks like.
Oh. Did they tell us somewhere that game was being played tonight?
I don't think those two tell anyone anything except for I'm going to foul and throw Minotaurs at things.
And get some whiskey. Yeah, that's interesting. Also, we did just use our blitz, so we gotta take one of these
Yeah, it wasn't
orangutans.
blitz I would have expected.
Get out in front. I mean, it was nice though because you chained your diving tackle onto 2 elves.
Yep.
And now Waagh, who looked to be in a position of strength to start the drive, is not really in a position of strength all of a sudden.
No, he's really pinned up right now.
I mean, there's a juicy fireball right there. I'm not sure it's what we need to do, but
juicy fireball.
but I'm putting my peepers on it for a second. I mean, you've got one gorilla, one silverback.
No, both gorillas. I'd absolutely hit Devin instead of Benny.
But you fireball Steve Smith Sr. That guy's a core piece.
Oh, I thought he was on the ground.
Oh,
You're right.
The other ones.
You're right. Yeah.
What does happen if you fireball your own player? Does it?
If the player is standing, that would be a turnover if he goes down. But if they're down, nothing happens.
Right. If they're prone, nothing happens. I thought I remember hearing that if you like hurt your own player who's standing, like it's a turnover. But that seems like a bit much, doesn't it?
Well, that's just to make it so that you can't fireball crazy cages that you're already in base with. And
okay, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like my players are all, perfectly fine.
Oh, that's a big hit.
Yeah, Apothecary used. Aaron Jones.
Instant Apothecary. Like, there was no thought about that. It just
done. Okay. Uh-oh. This is we assume we're safe on the sideline thing again.
Oh my god, yeah.
I mean, you're in a pretty good spot. You got your sidestep guard in front. You got the screen here, although one corner is in contact. So we're using
it was
blitz
one in contact I didn't like.
Pooh Bar. Okay. And then I'd almost just go south one and tie up Bobo and force him to block if he wants to do anything there. Because you only got 3 movement left. I mean, you could get in front of Roxana.
Where he went is what I was thinking. Okay. That way you don't get the free hit, which could lead to somehow getting...
Right, but you are a blodge step player against a non-block Bonobo. Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
No one likes that player anyways. Actually, I wanted to draft Levi, but Waagh got to him like 3 or 4 picks before me. Oh well. Story of my life.
I still don't know if I like Dauntlets.
Oh, it's amazing. Because it always works against my Sorai.
I know, but I play Lizardman, so I never understand how to use it, ever.
If you're a lizard, you stay away from it.
I don't even mark it. And then crazy dwarves go and punch me. I don't understand how it works.
Oh my god, I hate playing against dwarves. Like I have this conversation with Baz, and he's always like, "But your record against dwarves in NCB is fine." I'm like,
right?
But I don't feel fine when I play against them.
Exactly, and he's always like, Lizardmen have this huge advantage against dwarves, and they go on. And like I've looked at the stats, and he's right. I don't know how to do it. It's one of my worst matchups. And he's always like, "Oh, elves are terrible." I'm like, "No, I'll fucking kill elves. That's fine."
Yeah, that's fine. Nurgle are one of my worst matchups. Personally, as Lizard Coach, Necro are up there as well. I don't play against a ton of undead. Like I get Nelphine occasionally, but undead aren't super popular in the league.
Dash was suggesting surfing Roxana here. I kind of like it because surfing is always amazing, but it's 2 GFIs with Devontae. It leaves Devontae right on the corner. I don't know. I don't think
He
I like it
is.
enough to actually do it.
If you do it, though, you have Devontae literally on top of Inridic, who's strength 5, sidestep, tackle, wrestle.
But if anything goes wrong, there's enough elves around to surf Devontae.
No. Well, let's see. I guess it depends where you fail at, but I don't know. We could. I mean, I don't want to blitz RJ because that sidestep could be problematic, but we need to get out in front. In theory. Did we just take a swing with Broadnax again?
No, I think I blitzed with Devin. Maybe hit daylight.
That's not sexy. You're not getting out in front.
No, it's definitely not.
And you're not Broadnax blitzing the ball. So I want to take a swing here. We're going to block Steve Smith. We're going to take Benny and get behind Flinger. We're going to put Devontae 2 spots, I guess 3 squares south of Flinger. Take old Bobo, put him behind Devontae or vice versa. Take somebody and tag Julius. And then we're taking our swing with Broadnax. We're going to try to scatter the ball into the crowd, and maybe Punished will be over there and pick up the ball and run downfield. Oh no, he has another bonobo named Grunebo.
And I don't think you go for the surf.
No,
that's
even that dodge would be a little tough, yeah. But we're definitely going for the Broadnax ball blitz because we could definitely crowd scatter and turn this game around.
I do think it'd be hilarious if the game came down to Musine versus Punished, though.
I mean, if he takes Bobo and ties up Julius, I imagine that's what we're getting is a Broadnax ball blitz. But I still want to swing.
I don't think it'd waste time tying up Julius. I think you just move Bobo into the back as a backup.
That's true. We don't. He's so strong. He don't need help.
Exactly.
Okay, then take Devontae, put him over. Well, do we leave Devontae there? See where the ball goes?
I think you have to at this point.
No. Ooh. He's going for the full-on... oh my god,
oh, he went for the surf!
What was the roll on that?
4+.
Wow. Alright, well, remember how we said A, the sideline, B, Punished versus Moosin. Yeah. Wow. Boy, we can't even really fireball here because half our players are standing. I mean, you could fireball right there, and you get both.
Moosin gets the ball!
Moosin Mohammed, oh no! Oh my god. I mean, we are agility 5 with Delhomme. So if we just make our first 2 and then we just make our way over there, get the ball.
Then... I think Julius has to pick up the ball. I don't think that Delhomme wants to be doing lots of dodges away from tackle and things.
You just go right and hope you make that 2, and then the other one's basically guaranteed. See, he had that 6 in the pocket. He just should have used it on Delhomme. So I kind of has to use the restroom. See, you should have done the other one first. You had the 6. Yeah, actually, I really have to use the restroom, so Nuffle, take it from here.
Alrighty, so now we're going to see Roxana trying to get out. Roxana's covered really well. Still, I think that's the only move you've got. You can't move RJ right away. RJ's just going to get... Oh, the leap! Yeah, okay, well, will we see Waagh remembering the leap? Because we don't think he remembered it last half. That's why he didn't score. Yeah, see, forgetting the leap. That's the second time. First half and second half, he forgot the leap both times. Not that it mattered. Who is Smith? Oh, up in the top? Yeah. No, you really want to cover that gorilla. You don't want that gorilla getting loose and getting on the ball. So I think that was the correct move, leaving Smith there. But I do agree with Gark. I think that should have been a leap instead of a bunch of dodges. Not that it mattered in the end, of course. So we'll see what can... Well, he can still go for another super blitz with Broadnax. And Waagh can't really score this turn. So that lets him reposition Devontae to be a threat again for next turn just by going straight up the middle. Amon, Waagh was in much worse shape last turn when Broadnax got the surf on Riddick. That was an awesome blitz. Oh, but Broadnax is not going for the blitz. So what are we going to have then? Just a blitz on Roxanne or on Musine? Hopefully this is a blitz on Roxanne then, just to prevent the touchdown. But not going out front. Oh, I'm not sure I like that. Why aren't we going out front? Because we're going to do a one-die blitz with Grenoble? Yeah, I think it's got to cover Prince here. Prince is still a scoring threat. Not a big one, albeit, but... Oh, sidestep with grab cancel each other, which leaves Grenoble covered. Okay, that was not as good as I was expecting. So I think he's just got to leave Grenoble there and not do anything. Can't dodge away from diving tackle. So now Carolina is rather poorly stuck. There's not a lot, so I think Daylight has to dodge out, probably blitzing Benet on the way. Then Julius can move wherever Daylight is covering. Then Musine can dodge into where Julius is right now. Still have like 3 people. Agi 5 is really good at moving, so I think it's got to be a Daylight blitz. Biggest concern there is the Wrestle and Benet possibly taking down Daylight, because then it's very hard to cover that. But got the double POW and the MNG on Benet. Whoa. I think Daylight should have gone down a little further south, 1 square, just to put more space between anybody and Devontae. And that's the second orangutan that's been taken out. This one wasn't permanently injured though, just missing the next game.
Okay, so what did I miss? Nothing substantial, I imagine.
No, just Waagh getting a blitz into tackle zones to M&G it. Orangutan and totally free up the ball where nobody can threaten them.
I'll go back and watch my own replay.
It was really, really well done turn given the options that Carolina had. Except for possibly that.
Can't Devin still just kind of walk his way over here and smack that ball?
That's my thought, yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double GFI is not ideal.
Not that it matters because Carolina is rolling all the dodges they need.
Wait a second, I've seen this plan before. This is what he did last week.
Reroll that. Save. There you go.
Yeah, gotta save that for overtime.
And I mean, Devin can still hit. It's just from the other angle now. You just got to punch Musin out of the way first.
All right. Well, let's. 5. Yep, double GFI. Looks good to me. The hell was that?
I'm pretty sure that was your cats attacking you.
No, that wasn't me. But
no,
they were attacking. They were attacking somebody.
You are such a deadened person to the world, XCon. You didn't even notice your cat attacking you.
Yeah, wouldn't be the first time.
And that's enough. Now we got the 2-die blitz, but I would move at least 2 of these little things to cover some elves first.
They have names, you know, and families. Probably.
No, I've seen the names on these guys. Punished, Extra Harms. No, these guys don't have families. They don't have real names.
Okay. They have the best names.
Yes, they do. Yeah, I'd move Punished and I'd move Grenovo to cover Sam Mills and Daylight. I mean, it's not really covering them because they're both just going to dodge away anyway, but...
We don't leave Grenovo back to go potentially make the game-winning touchdown?
I guess you could. I was going to use Devontae for that, but sure, let's use Grenovo for that.
I was going to use Devontae as kind of like the pickup mark guy, but depends.
Yep.
I think we move one more. No, we're just going to go for it. Twice, technically. Alright.
There it is.
Knockdown. I mean, Devin still can pick this up pretty easily if it goes back to him, but...
No, he's got no move left.
Right, I mean, the ball would literally have to go back into him.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Which is pretty classic Blood Bowl. It's like, I'm going to use the ball to use this guy to blitz, and then I'll use someone else to pick up the ball. Like, oh, nope, it went to the guy who blitzed.
So Flinger go and pick it up just so it's not on the ground. Grenovo move into scoring range, and Punished go and cover Sam Mills.
Yeah, Punish cover Mills, Grenovo scoring range, Flinger pick up, and well, some.
Nobody in scoring range. Not that he necessarily needs this turn.
You got time. You have 5 rerolls though if you want to take another swing, but okay, that's ballsy, but I like it. But we have to GFI pick up the ball. Right?
I don't like it because Daylight Come is still an Agi 5 dodger.
Yeah, now I was assuming we'd also get the pickup, but we definitely don't.
Yeah, I think that Daylight just scores this turn.
Okay, so Grue going a little more conservative than we were looking at, and we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, Amon, you're absolutely right. There is still tackle, but I mean, it's Agi 5, and with the way that Carolina's been rolling dice, that would be funny if we get the exact same tripwire result. That'd be awesome.
Okay, so it's a 2, then what are we? 5 minus, so it's a 2, a 3, a 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'd have to GFI potentially. What are we doing with Roxana?
I have no idea. Forgetting she has leap.
She has leap, but I'm not sure we...
Well, I think you were gone when she decided to dodge around like 3 people instead of leaping.
Oh, yeah, I definitely was not there for that. So why are we marking still? Are we going to blitz him with somebody? Because he's got stand firm.
Sam Mills is going to do a blitz of some kind, but I have no idea what.
He doesn't have a path to do it now. We're not blitzing Devontae. Probably. I mean, it's Waagh. I don't ever know what he's thinking, so...
This is fair.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Why? What is moves?
What's the master plan here?
See, that's what I thought he was going to do with Roxana. Oh, now we got diving tackle sidestep on the ball. Okay, that's not a terrible idea.
Yeah, but couldn't you have use Roxana to assist on Flinger then? Oh, we just going for it?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We should have... I don't know what's going on anymore. Well... that long-ass name, whatever he is, doesn't come through there, so... Can Grue turn this game around and find a way to win? You gotta send Grunebo back.
Gotta send
now,
Grunebo
or
back.
do you? Yeah, we have so many extra players. Let's just send him downfield. We'll take Hot Pants and mark Steve Smith. We'll let Broadnax smell his butt over there. How are we getting to Sam Mills?
I mean, technically, you could set Hot Pants down to score instead. I don't think it's a good idea, but you could.
Technically, yeah.
But I think I would only do that if I need the assist somewhere. I'm just not sure if we need the assist.
2, 3, 4, 5. And he's one away from tagging both Moosin and Roxana, so yeah, I just send him to Steve Smith. Grab onto the ball. That's an interesting idea, Fitz. I didn't think about that at first. Yeah, we take Devin Still, grab Julius Peppers, and put him on the ball and hope it goes away from Sam Mills. Unfortunately, it could scatter potentially onto like Daylight or even Mills, and then go into the crowd and go somewhere that doesn't help us. But
I don't think there's anywhere that wouldn't have. If it goes into the crowd, I think Grue was.
It's probably decent for Grue, yeah.
The only problem would be if it went way up next to Prince, and Prince was in scoring range.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be,
the bigger problem,
a hell of a throw-in, but yeah.
It would. I mean, the bigger problem would be more that if Sam Mills just catches it.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you're looking for this? And Devontae's like, yes. And he comes and gets it.
That is true.
Of course, we'd have to clear a path first, because Moosin's in the way. These two are in the way. And looks like we're going with the Fitz plan.
Fitz.
Apparently Dash saw some very complicated move where we could have eventually gotten Sam Mills, and that's a pretty good cross scatter, yeah.
That's probably the second best scatter that Carolina could have got.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. GFI handoff to Devontae. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, we're gonna have to 2+2+ somewhere.
Or do you use Devon? Oh, nope. He went for
it. He gets it this time. These chimpanzees, man, they're prone to ones at the worst times. Oh, you don't go north there? Interesting.
He's trying to stay away from Steve Smith for some reason.
I'd be more worried about Sam Mills, but...
Agreed.
Yeah, I was going to say, throw that block and push him into Still. But, oh, that's your blitz. Okay. I mean, I don't hate this, but I think just going north where there's less elves makes sense. I mean, you don't have any tackle. Juggernaut doesn't really help you. If you had block, Juggernaut would help you against Wrestle, potentially, but...
No, you gotta move Steve Smith first. What are you doing? Steve Smith!
And we're just gonna mark and hope.
That...
I mean, that is diving tackle.
Way to start.
Yeah, Steve Smith.
I think he's forgot Steve Smith is there.
It's gonna tell him, though. Oh, there it is.
No, you need to go back one more.
Yeah. Because now Grunebo can maybe outrace you with some GFIs?
Go put Roxana on Flinger, or put Roxana on Hot Pants. Probably Hot Pants.
Please move Roxana.
Leap! Leap! Don't forget Leap! Oh, you're gonna forget Leap again! Oh god!
He
Oh,
did
he
it.
remembered!
Third time's the charm, I guess. I think I hate this. Why wouldn't you just tag Hot Pants? Because now he's just going to blitz off your sidestepper and it's over.
Yep.
Yep. At least you remember the leap.
Leap is important.
That's what I always say as a frog coach. Alright, send one of our monkeys into scoring range for sure. Send the other one to tag Steve Smith. I'm not even sure we need to, honestly.
Yeah, you want to. The 3+ dodge is still not that great.
Yeah, as Lizard coaches, we understand that very well.
Fucking 3+ dodge!
83% or whatever bullshit. Yeah, right. I think we go one more. That way, if we get blitzed, we can still GFI into the end zone. Yeah, go.
I mean, assuming you're going to cover Steve Smith, there's not a lot that's going to hit
but
you.
just
The bigger thing is that you go one more, and that means that if everything screws up, Sam Mills can't tag you.
okay. I was more thinking about it like if he gets hit from the north or south.
No, I totally agree, but I think it's whoa. I still think he should have covered,
3, 4,
but oh well.
5, 6. I mean, to get him down. Well, no, he has wrestle, not block. So, okay. Then you follow. I mean, there's just no reason not to follow, really.
There's one reason not to follow.
5, 6. New.
Because now
He's going to have to double
you need to
GFI
grab
here,
him,
isn't he?
I would
like,
honestly be
have to.
tempted to hand off the Slinger this round.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, he didn't mark Steve Smith, though. He can come in for a very easy 1-die on Flinger.
Yeah, that's the big concern there. I think Bobo has to mark Steve Smith, but he's got to do it after moving the ball.
Oh, okay. Well, Devontae almost fumbled the bag there. But now that he's made it,
yep,
things are looking pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Grue's now.
Poor Wag's going to have a long off season of thinking about this one. I mean, I guess we take Steve Smith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Basically, we're going to have to dodge into tackle zone, hit Devontae on -2, and hope for POWs in both downs.
Why?
Because Devontae has wrestle, so if he fumbles the ball, there's no guarantee that Grue can get it back next turn. I mean, the odds are decent, but you gotta do something. You can put diving tackle on
don't
the
you
ball.
just oh, I would have been really tempted to blitz with Roxana. Or
see this. Well, 3+ dodge with dodge versus if we 2-die blitz with Devontae, we don't take him down initially. He might move himself out of range. And this, I mean, that 3+ dodge with dodge, that thing we fear the most.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. Yeah, I mean, we still got our diving tackle there in theory. We'd have to dodge through his diving tackle 2 times.
Carolina should have marked off Bobo. Mark Bobo.
There you go.
I'm just not sure why daylight is where daylight is.
Probably doesn't matter much, but I think risking the 4+ 4+ or whatever there is worth it, but
yeah, I agree. Because you could have, in theory, put Sam Mills onto Devontae.
yeah, and that would change things significantly. All right, well, what's our play here? 3+ dodge with dodge. Are we gonna? No, we're 3+ dodging with dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what? Interesting. Okay, well, not sure what that blitz was about, but Grue and the Grabbers find a way yet again. They survive and advance.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure I understand how that happened.
I mean,
Grue made it work.
I left for a little bit, but those gorillas left for basically the entire game, and they were not needed somehow. So, Green Baynana goes on to the NFC Championship game. Carolina gets to go home and think about what they did in the corner. So, congrats, Grue. Good effort, Waagh. And I think we have another game coming up, so we'll see.
Thank you very much, XCOM.
Thank you, Nuffle. Catch you guys later. Or soon, apparently.